Hey, Coach, you just want to discuss some of your thoughts on tonight's loss against Pittsburg State?
You know, I thought obviously we come out of the gate slow, 19-9 in the first quarter. We talked the last couple of days in practice how we wanted to run our offense with pace. You know, we wanted to hit bodies with screens. We didn't do that initially. Our cutters wasn't waiting on the screens to be set. So you tell kids you want to run at a certain pace, but then they lose their fundamentals. So now your cutters are getting, leaving before the screen takes place. And when you're just two ships passing in the night, your offense is not going to work very well. I thought that as I look at the stats, you have 25 made field goals, but only 8 assists. We've got to do a better job. And in fact, we talked about that the last couple of days in practice, that since we've been on this streak, that we're getting 18, 19, 23 field goals, but we're only getting 6, 7, 8 assists a game, which when you look back when we had the winning record, we were getting 16 assists a game. And is that selfishness? Absolutely not. What that is it's kids probably trying to do a little bit too much right now. They put pressure on themselves, and we just got to continue to work with them.
Coach, looking at the stats, you guys in the first half were 1 for 7 from behind the three-point line. You finished 5 of 15, whereas Pitt State made 10 three-pointers. Is that something that you think is an issue where maybe you guys need to come up with more three-pointers throughout the game, or is that just kind of outside your team?
It's a great question. We just discussed that. I put 7 spots. I just, on the court in the grease board in the locker room, I put 7 spots on the court. And I said the difference right now between Pitt State and us is they can score at all 7 spots. So 4 spots on the perimeter, both, a spot on each block, and then at the free throw line area. At any one time, they can have 5 kids that can score at any of those spots. So, we were trying we obviously had a game plan on our defense. We gave up too many straight line drives. The straight line drive penetration did not lead to layups. What it led to was our overhelping and then their pitch outs to threes. And they're getting wide open looks. And you can't do that. They can spread you out because they can score at all 7 of those spots. And I told our girls, on the other hand, they face guard Cassidy again. I told the kids, I said, they're face guarding Cassidy, she still gets 18. She's a flipping All-American. If we could win some more games, she could get that nod. But we've got to get everybody confident. It's not that we don't have the capability. It's just we're young at spots. You see Sharice, and you don't want to put a lot of pressure on a freshman, but Sharice right now is trying to feel her way through the game. We've got kids that are thinking too much on offense instead of just being confident, letting the ball do the work, letting the offense do the work. So when we can get to the point where we can score at all 7 spots, and we can do what Pitt State did, and we'll turn the tables.
So, Coach, you said a couple minutes ago that you had 7 turnovers in the first quarter that led to a 19-9 deficit after the quarter, but only 11 for the total for the game. So did you make any adjustments after the quarter, or what kind of happened?
There was no adjustments. I just said, ladies, we got to attack. Do what you've been doing. And I go back to this. There is nobody on this campus in St. Charles, in the state of Missouri, that wants to win as bad as that group in that locker room. They're high-character kids. They love representing this institution. They want to win bad. Sometimes it gets to the point where it's too bad, and they're trying to do too much, and they put pressure on themselves. My job as a coach is to give them confidence, get them to relax, and to be, not only confident in themselves, confident in each other. And, the tide's going to turn at some point. We're going to figure this out because we've played too many people, in the best conference in the country. We played too many people close. Been knocking on that doorstep. Now it's a mental thing. You got to look above the neck or above the shoulders, and, we've just got to hang in there and keep going hard.
Coach, lastly, the bright spot of tonight, obviously Cassidy with 18, you mentioned how tough it was for her. Jenny Rocha, 26 points. What does that do for her confidence, and does that kind of send a message to your team that 74 points tonight? What does that kind of do for you guys?
Well, Pitt State just held Missouri Southern, I think Saturday held them to like 45, 48 points or something like that. Now that's at Pitt State's house. But we finally got above that 67, 68 point threshold. It seemed like we'd been stuck there below for the last few games. When Jenny is in go mode, it opens a lot of things up. It really does. I thought Kylie tried to step up and take some more aggressive shots tonight. I'd like to see Bree Wilbur step up and get a little more aggressive. Another thing I thought that we didn't do a very good job of tonight was get the ball into the post on the pass. We had a lot of wide open post entry passes, and whether our post score or not makes no difference, just to wrinkle the defense, just to get the ball inside on that defense. And the few times we didn't have the movement on the perimeter or a backdoor dive that we've been working on. Our kids are still standing. It's a relatively young team. Your only legitimate senior is Jenny. Vanessa's basically a sophomore, and then you got one junior, and then everybody else is freshmen, sophomores. You hate to think of it like that, but we are still learning the game, and I'm just proud of their character. They're ready to come in tomorrow at 12:30. We can't practice hard. I think I had 3 or 4 kids play above 30 minutes, but we'll have a game plan ready for Missouri Southern. We'll see what happens.
Coach, thank you for your time, and good luck on Saturday.
Thank you, man.